Well, I would certainly exclude the police department, because I think we've seen that data. That's obviously, part of MOU discussions, and
Is that data public?
nope.
Could it be public?
Probably after, probably after,
That was a question.
Yeah.
probably after we're done, right?
I mean, potentially, you could make it public. I have to look at exactly what the data is. That couldn't be attached to. There are some protections for personnel and employment records.
I mean, to me,
It doesn't, what I'm
Actually,
thinking
this might not come back in time anyway, so maybe it is just smart to take it out.
well, regardless, I think what we've seen and what we're thinking of doesn't talk about individuals. It talks about positions and classifications and comparisons, much like what we're potentially asking for, and would likely be duplicative. That's why I'm hitting it.
right. But one set of information would be born public and the other is not.
No, we should release it. I agree.
Right.
In
So-
conjunction, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
In that case, I would agree with not including it if we could save the $5,000. But if it's not going to be public, then I think we should do it. I also think the mayor made a good point. Why not, for $5,000, have two sets of
four.
verifiable data? But anyway, I could go either way.
Okay. Okay, we're probably at a little bit of a funny spot here. So does anyone have a motion on, Derek, would you make a motion on this that we can kind of
Does the
see where
motion
we are?
include the police department or exclude the police department? Which way is it going?
I could go either way. I mean, I'd like to at least pass without the police department if that's the only way.
All
we can
right,
get
so,
it.
Okay.
so is it 20 or 21? Which one was it? You said both.
20, I believe, Matt.
I'm going to remind the group before you vote that staffing is not part of the study. So I will not be able to answer the question of how should you be staffed. So if that there's
Right, it's not an org strategy or org structure.
Correct.
I got it.
No, thank you for clarifying. I think we understood that. Okay.
yes,
Matt,
we can get it to 20. That's
right.
Okay.
doable. But I'm stretching here, and that doesn't have anything to do with price.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm expected to deliver a salary survey in 4 weeks, which is unheard of. So, total comp in 6 weeks or 8 weeks. So I use nothing but full-time staff, and we do 70 of these a year. My proposal was 90 days. So you can have these well done, you can have them well priced, or you can have them
Price, quality,
well-timed.
service. I've never heard that
And
before.
Wait, I want what was the third thing? On time?
Yeah, and on time. So
Oh, no, I want all of those
something's
things.
going to have to
Every those
give a
things.
little bit, but yeah.
All right. I'll move that we award an agreement to public sector personnel consultants for a compensation study in the amount not to exceed $20,000 to compare salaries and benefits across all employee classifications, excluding police and police-related classifications, with 13 other comparable cities. And 2, authorize the city manager and city attorney to make necessary edits and execute all documents required to effectuate the agreement, and adopt Resolution R25-06 to appropriate up to the modified amount of $20,000 in the unencumbered general funds Fund 01 to fund the agreement with public sector personnel consultants.
I'll second.
Oh, sorry. Do I need to add to the motion the intent to release the police-related information in combination, or do we just do that?
I'd recommend a second discussion on that.
Okay.
As that's part of the negotiations right now.
Yeah, that's a part of
Right,
closed session, right?
post, I understand. Okay, that's it for the motion.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll
Did you
second.
second?
I'll second, yep.
So, sorry, City Clerk, can you do a roll call vote on this one, please?
Councilmember McGowan.
Abstain.
Councilmember Lazzaro.
Aye.
Councilmember Quinn.
No.
Mayor Pro Tem Kemps.
Yes.
Mayor Lozzi.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Okay, thank you. All right, thanks, everyone. Good discussion.